one didn't die once? Little lamps. Burnhouse Lane real, or did I just imagine it? No, it didn't feel like a dream at all. When I burned a cat was right, that means I could be cured. I could get my second chance. I'd never waste another minute of my life ever again. But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Let's just see what happens. It's morning already. I've been away all night. What if George is alright? The Burn Cat has given Angie a special gift. She'll be able to make one person tell the truth, no matter the circumstances. The first power, Mr. Gray, can be used during conversation when you see a sign next to the dialogue option. However, Angie can only use this power once a day. The sign indicates the power is already depleted. You can check the status of cat powers in inventory. Oh, I get powers. Oh, now I get 2.
George?
Morning, dear. Looking for Joyce. Joyce! I need to talk to her rather urgently. Is she around?
Who are you?
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? How exciting. An outsider. We don't get a lot of outsiders around here. I'm Father Rob Collins. Lovely to meet you.
Angie Weather. Hi.
So, where's Joyce? Joyce! Can I talk to you for a minute?
Who's Joyce?
You know, Joyce Garland. She's got this, punk rocker look. Red hair on top, bold on the sides. Lots of piercings everywhere. She looks after old George.
Oh, the carer. Why didn't you just say so? Yeah, she's not here. Was in a car accident, apparently. Broke a leg, I think. I'm here covering for her while she gets better, but it might take a few weeks before she's able to work again.
Oh, no. No, no, no. This is just not good at all.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Coffee? No, I don't want no bloody coffee.
Okay, only asking.
This is just dreadful. This house has fallen on hard times indeed.
What did you want from Joyce?
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm sure you understand that what's said in the confessional stays in the confessional.
What, did she murder someone?
I couldn't tell you even if she did. That's how this works. Everyone knows that. I'm sure you know that too.
Morning, nurse. Morning, father.
What? Another one? Who are you and how did you get in?
That's just Kieran. Don't mind him. He lives on the farm and does the sheep. Quite literally, I've heard people say.
Don't listen to that fool, nurse. He just likes to bully people, he does.
Well, you're Welsh, right? And I've seen you around sheep.
I'm a bloody shepherd. Of course I'm around sheep. We look after them.
These poor creatures look absolutely terrified every time you get near them.
That's exactly what I thought last time I came to your Sunday Mass, father.
And when was that, Kieran? 10 years ago? 20?
Stop bickering, you two. What did you want, Kieran?
Well, I was on my way to the sheep pen to feed my sheep, not do anything horrible, right? So I'm walking through the east yard towards the house. I'm not too happy, because it's absolutely pissing with rain out there, and I can already feel I have water in my boots. But then guess what I see? Poor old George is sitting right on top of the barn. I called out to him, I said, "Come on down, mate, you're gonna fall." But he just blanked me. So I thought I can't deal with this. 'Cause really, I'm just here to look after the sheep. Crazy old people are way above my pay grade.
Shit.
Isn't it your responsibility to keep an eye on George at all times, nurse?
Lead me to the barn, Kieran. I'll deal with this.
Let's all go. By the sound of it, this situation may call for some divine intervention.
Bloody rain.
And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house. But it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock.
Up there.
Fuck. Sorry. But why would he go up there?
Why don't you tell us? You're the caretaker. George! Come down, for goodness sake!
See? Nobody listens to you, mate. And neither does George.
He probably can't hear me from up there.
Are you any good at climbing, Kieran?
Oh no. I ain't going up there, nurse. I'm sorry. The planks are all rotten through. And those ladders? Well, they weren't built for a man of my stature.
Or your weight.
Can you just bugger off? I don't even eat much. I've got a fat gene from my mother. That makes my agility a wee low. So what?
Oh, I've seen you step dancing at the village fest. No fat gene hindering you there.
Fine. Last thing we need is you getting stuck on the roof as well.
I don't need to waste questions.
Has George done this before?
I wouldn't know. I usually stay with the sheep. I swear, if you call me a bloody sheepshagger once more...
Well, I've not called you anything. But you know what they say, Kieran. There's no smoke without fire.
I don't like it.
Father Rob, any ideas?
I wished the Almighty gave us angels' wings at times like this. But since he doesn't, I think I'll resort to the next best thing.
Which is?
I'll pray for his safety, dear.
Helpful.
I guess it's better than nothing. You're both useless. I'll get him.
Good. That's what Joyce would do.
Be careful up there.
Alright, up we go. Ow.
Hey, lady! You trying to kill me? Did you see that? This metal rod almost impaled me.
Sorry.
It was this close.
Probably just bounce right off you.
All right. Because I'm so fat. Is that it?
You said it, mate.
Can you please give us a word of warning before you start dropping heavy objects from up there? I mean, it was a close one this time.
Mind your heads down there. It's about to rain potatoes.
No, she told him to mind.
Nice view, hmm? You can see for miles from up here.
Aye.
Do you mind if I sit down with you?
You sure? You'll get a wet bum.
It doesn't matter. I'm soaked through already. Tell me a story, George.
You don't want to hear it?
Yes, I do. Tell me about your life here. What was it like?
Well, I've had a very good life on this farm, but it took me a while to realise that. When I was young, I wanted to go out there and see the America that I knew from the movies, see the Wild West for myself. But I never did. It used to be my father's farm, and when he passed away, he left it to me. He was an angry man, always shouted at people. Anyway, I was convinced I'd follow in his footsteps and live a mediocre life I never wanted, until something happened. It was the 4th of September, 2 years after Dad had passed away. I was on my tractor, heading up the hill to mend the fence, when I heard a crash. I stopped suddenly. I got off, and I saw this bicycle, all crumpled up, sticking out right from under the tractor's front wheel. And I saw a lady's foot. I had no idea at the time that 6 months later, I would marry that foot and its owner, and that it would be the love of my life. Penny was her name. She was a new vet in town, and the most gorgeous woman I'd ever laid eyes on. I picked her up in my arms, my heart racing, ready to rush her into hospital. But she just smiled and said, "Are you George Taylor? Or you have a sheep that's poorly?" Would you believe she was more concerned about the sheep than herself? Bless her. She really loved animals more than anything. Luckily, she wasn't nearly as damaged as her bicycle. Just a couple of scratches and a sprained ankle, which was quite extraordinary, considering she'd been hit by a bloody tractor. I waited for her, with a bouquet of flowers in my right hand, and a box of chocolates in my left, right outside the hospital. We both knew that this was meant to be. My lovely darling Penny. I tell you, she turned my life upside down. The farm that I despised so much finally became a home. All of a sudden I couldn't care less about Wild West and the cowboys. Penny opened a veterinary clinic here. Then Sarah was born and we started a family. Life was good. But good lives don't last forever. They're always followed by the dark times. There was an accident one day. We had a lot more horses here back then. There was this one bad stallion. Derek, he was called. Nasty old thing. It jumped and kicked Penny suddenly while she were giving it injections. And she just flew and hit her head on the wall. She didn't die straight away. I was in the hospital with her for 3 days, watching the life in her slowly drain away. She was only 42. That's too young to go. Too young. But hey, look at me rambling on. Oh, I didn't mean to bore you with my old man's stories. See you back at the house, dear.
What the fuck just happened?